So I'm here FaceTiming with Rachel, and we're going to be talking about the Daily 5 and Cafe and the information that I got from the MRA conference, and so I can share with her because she's going to be implementing it into her classroom next year, and she wants to try some aspects out this school year. So I'll be sharing some information with her and sharing some the website and some features on there that are helpful. So thanks, Rach. I appreciate it. Tell me what you've already, or you know about Daily 5, or what you've already started to implement, so I can figure out what information to give you from there.
So I know the main 5 kind of sections that you want to do with the kids.
Okay.
And have implemented them, but didn't get to spend as much time as I wanted to on each section, kind of building that routine because I started it so late in the year.
Okay.
So next year, definitely looking at taking a lot of time for each one, read to myself and read to a buddy and word work and writing and listening, so that the routine is very set, so that the kids know what to expect and what to do, because often they have some questions and they'll come up to me while I'm trying to work with reading groups or with one-on-one with a student. So it's kind of taking away from from their independent time, but also from my one-on-one or small group teaching time.
Awesome.
So I really want to fully implement it next year.
Okay. I remember one year, I think you had a class that you had one year, but you also had it again the following year. Is that the same situation this year?
Yeah, we multi-age, so I always end up looping with one of the classes.
Okay,
so I'll have my kindergartners from this year, next year as first graders.
Oh, awesome. So they can even so they should have that routine under their belt and be able to jump in faster come the next school year then.
Yeah, they'll probably just need some refreshers.
Right.
And then be able to do it. But yeah, definitely want to see what it'll look like with my new incoming Ks.
Okay.
Spending a lot of time implementing each routine.
True. The same note with that is that maybe some of your first graders next year can kind of act as role models for your kindergartners. So almost like modeling and having the kids model for the younger students. That may be they may think, first of all, the first graders next year may think that's pretty cool, but it could also be a cool demo to show the kindergartners what it looks like. Maybe, I don't know if you think your students would be responsive to that, but that could be an interesting way to have the students kind of demonstrate what it looks like, make them feel like the pros, and then have the kindergartners get a really solid visual of what it looks like. I don't know, just an idea to throw out there.
I definitely have some little mini teachers, so the peer teaching and kind of role playing, even each routine, they would love that. That's a great idea.
Just something, and you can, if it doesn't work, it doesn't. But I know your kiddos must love to feel like playing teacher, so maybe that's a good thing to do, or try it out and see if they're, and if not, then it was just a fun activity then. Okay, so at the conference, if you ever have a chance to see the sisters in person, they are phenomenal. They were an opening keynote speaker the first day, and just had a lot of really good, valuable information. And the way that they approach this is that you can do it. They act kind of like cheerleaders in a way when they're presenting the information, which makes you feel like when you leave, like, all right, I can totally do this. Like, this I can implement, which is, I think, the whole purpose of it. So, their big thing was focusing on 80% of the time during language arts or whatever your block is called, having that time for students to practice reading and writing. They found that, and then having 20% of the time be great instructional time, whether it's one-on-one or small group, just like you kind of mentioned already. And they just said that research has basically shown that students can make up to, I think they said 2.5 years growth in reading in one school year with this model they found in some students. Not all, but in some. So, I mean, the research is there to back up, obviously, why this program is so good. And addresses the wide variety of areas that teachers need to do in literacy, but also has tremendous growth within student progress and achievement. So it was kind of like a no-brainer. They were basically saying, not in a way that they were promoting their book, but in the way that, like, we developed this to try to help you as teachers to better meet what's expected of you and to better meet the needs of the students. So it was really cool.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. So do you have their books, The Daily Five and the Cafe book? Have you looked at those?
I have looked at them in the class I'm taking, but
Okay.
we don't have them in our district, so I think I'm going to ask for some funds for them.
Okay.
I know other teachers, our K-5 team would love them. So.
Okay. Yeah, and if not, I have the Cafe book, and I want to get the Daily Five, so if not, I can share those with you over the summer and stuff. Because I want to get the Daily Five as well and just learn more about it in depth. But if you have a chance, I pulled up the website, their Daily Cafe website, and I'll send you all these links, and I'll send you the information that I got from the conference about the Daily Five from their lecture, just as reference. And if you already have it, then you can toss it, but just sometimes you just need I know I need a starter. I'm a visual person. I like to see what the lesson plan looks like, or the different stations. So I found some videos that may help that I can send you.
Yeah.
And there's just so much stuff on their website. So definitely click around and play around with it. And I'll show you some parts of that in a second. What was the other thing I wanted to say? I forgot. I'll come back to it. So basically, I don't know if you can see. I'll pull you around. This is kind of what their homepage looks like. Can you see it a little?
I can, yep.
Okay. So that's like the homepage. And then up top, you'll see it says like Cafe and Daily Five. And then it has even Math Daily Five and some others. Like if you're a member, you can become a member and get obviously more access. But I'm going to click on the Cafe and the Daily Five tabs and show you some of this stuff. So just so you know where I'm getting it from. And again, I'll send this all to you in email.
Great, thank you.
No problem. All right, hold on. Let's see. So they have, so once you click the Daily Five, you're going to get to the Daily Five page, and it will have a Daily Five Quick Start that will give you kind of tidbits on starting. And then it goes through each of those 5 sections of literacy that they talk about. So reading to self, working on writing, reading to someone, listening to reading, and word work. And then they have videos, printable downloads, and other content that you can access. So it's really user-friendly. I'm just going to click one. I'm clicking on word work. And even underneath, so you'll get to this homepage. I don't want to you'll get to the homepage, and as you scroll down, you'll see, I don't think you can see it, but again, I just want you to see what the homepage looks like so you can get a better idea. You'll see videos and examples of lessons that they've taught that shows different ideas on how to not only teach the skill, but kind of manage that one center and have the students have clear expectations there so that you're not interrupted as much, like you said, when you're doing one-on-one work.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want.
Yep. So there's videos for that under each of those 5 sections of their Daily Five. So click around a lot because they have ideas for materials. They have a literacy block. I'm pulling it up right now. Hold on. Oh, I have to be a member. But some things I think you have to be a member, but then other things you have free access to. So it's that limited, But their membership isn't that bad. I think it's $40 a year. So if your district would pay for that, then maybe that would be a nice...
Oh, yeah. I think it's definitely worth it.
Yeah. Because they also have, like, podcasts on here. you can listen to, earlier today, I was trying to look for their lecture that they gave at the MRA conference, and I found one for the IRA, so the International Reading Conference is like the biggest one that they just presented at the beginning of May. So I pulled that up, and they were able, it's just like a little tidbit of information from their lecture, but it's even just cool to hear them explain it themselves versus reading it in their book. But there are tons. There's tips of the week. I don't know if you can see, but all of these, like this is just a little glimpse of tips of the week. And you can go back. So even if you're, you can search by topic. So if you're finding like, your students interrupting you as a pattern that's happening, you could probably look back here and find some tidbits of maybe how to help with those students staying more focused during their literacy time.
That would be wonderful. Because with the age group I have, my kindergartners, when they first start the year, they're a little needier than they are per se in May. So, I need good ideas to kind of make sure they're confident in what they're doing with their independent work, but also that they have options if they run into problems but can't come to me at the moment.
Sure. Yeah. And like you said, teaching, and like you've done in the past, like I would just teaching those routines. That's like the first couple months of school, like you said. But also, even especially the little ones, and I'm not saying you don't, I'm just saying just maybe as a different idea, maybe challenging them to find one part of their rotation through those stations, finding one piece of their work, one or two pieces, that you'd have a designated time for them to share. I just picture kindergarten with the class. So I'm seeing like kindergartners being so excited and walking over and being like, Miss B, look what I did. And because they just can't contain the excitement. So maybe if they know that there's a scheduled time to share, that could fit into listening to other people read.
That's a really nice idea. That's a great motivator.
Yeah. Listening to other people read, reading to other people. So you're still touching on those aspects of the Daily Five, but in a more of a communal way, which then, like you said, motivation, interest, it keeps it high, participation, and just even the physicality of getting up and moving and standing in front of the class, that the kinesthetic part of that, maybe it would work for those young ones. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's huge for 5 to 7-year-olds.
I'm trying to think back because I'm in middle school and I'm usually like, stay in your seat.
No, we move around a lot.
You don't need another water break. You need to sit and finish it. So I'm trying to think back to kindergarten, but just a different way of targeting those skills. And then, because there was another workshop I saw about starting up a summer reading program, and at the end of every week, they had students share with the group, like the whole summer program. And I think it was like a day at festivities. They may have done it in different age groups. I can't really remember how specific they got. But you can see the pride in the kids' faces. Oh, yeah. And these were all struggling readers. And to see them get up and want to share, it's so great. And again, even fluency works on fluency, reading for purpose, reading to an audience, practicing audience skills. Like, I could go on. Like, that's why I love this approach, but just a different way to maybe have them know that they would have their time to share. Just a thought, but take a look at what I will send you, and I'm also going to email the sisters and see if they can email me their PowerPoint from the conference, and if so, I will share that with you, because some of the things I'll send you are pictures of slides that they showed, just even layouts of time and how to plan for it. So
that would be nice.
Yeah. So I'll send that to you, and if I get any information from them down the line, I'll just send it to you as well, and we'll work together on it.
All right.
So, thanks, Rach. I appreciate it. Good luck with...
Thank you so much.
Oh, anytime. And good luck. Keep me posted on how it's going.
I will, absolutely.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks. Bye.